Hi everyone, it's Mariah. I hope your 2018 is going great. Hopefully you've spent some time and watched some of the videos that I've done on goal setting. And so now that you've set a good goal, you know what it is that you want, the next step is to actually achieve that goal. And so the first step in achieving the goal is going to be in figuring out how you're going to hold yourself accountable. Are you going to have an accountability buddy? Are you going to hire a coach like me or somebody else? Are you going to talk it through with your best friend? Are you going to journal about it? What are you going to do? And how do you know that you're doing it? So one of the ways that you can do accountability is through journaling. And this is what I'm going to talk about today. I'm going to give you some other suggestions in other videos. But this is my favorite way to keep ourselves accountable. And so what I do for my accountability is every single day before I go to bed, spend 10-15 minutes, throw a timer on, do it really quickly. I have a journal. I write about what did I do that day? And I guess let's take a step back. First page of my journal is my vision, is my goal, is what I am doing. So if I ever forget, if I ever get confused, I can go back to that front page. I can say, this is my goal, these are my metrics, this is what I'm doing, and this is how I'm doing it. And obviously these things can change over time, but we are human and our memories are fallible, and so it's really nice to have it written down, and then I can X it out and white it out and change it. That goal can change. But by having it in a place where I always see it, and that is the first place in the page of the journal that I'm working, then I keep having that to reference whenever I need it. And so then, on the day, I put the date, I kind of write a little bit about what's going on in the day, and then this is the powerful thing. I write down maybe 2 or 3 things that I did today that were in alignment with that goal. And if I have more, I write down more. I write down as many things as I can think of. And they're little things. If my goal is that I want to make more money this year, then, I'll have a dollar amount to that, then I'll say I made this many dollars today. If I have a goal that's about, building my business, I said I made a YouTube video today and I met with this many clients and I focused on my marketing and branding in this way, and I'll write down all those things, because every little thing that I do that says yes, I'm going towards my goals gives me more energy, more drive to do it again tomorrow, and it shows me that I'm really making progress. And then I write down a couple of things that are, well, what can I do better tomorrow? Well, tomorrow I could only have 1 bite of chocolate, right? Or tomorrow I am going to eat 4 servings of vegetables. Or tomorrow I'm going to make sure I drink 8 glasses of water. Whatever it is, I set that goal. And so this is the way, yes, some people say, oh, well, this is what I didn't do well today. But I don't like to look at it as how I didn't do well today, because then I start to see how I'm doing in the failure mindset. And what I really want to do is see it in a positive mindset, because then I'm motivated and energized to do it better tomorrow because I'm excited, rather than I'm doing it out of guilt and shame. And if I'm acting out of guilt and shame and not out of passion, not out of desire, then I'm never going to do it because I love it. I'm just going to do it because I should. And I should never got anyone anywhere, right? And so then those are the things that I focus on tomorrow. And obviously I'm going to do other things than just drink a lot of water and eat a lot of vegetables. But I'm going to have that as a part of what I focus on for tomorrow. And then I can notice patterns, and it's like, oh, well, yeah, I said I'm going to drink more water for 3 weeks in a row. But then eventually something snaps and I don't have to think about it anymore. So let's look at this in terms of psychology. Depending on what you're reading, the research, it takes between 30 and 90 days to have a new pattern set in. And so this is why, don't beat yourself up, January, February, March, if you're doing New Year's resolutions. It's going to take a while for that pattern to set in. It's going to take a while before you wake up and you're like, yeah, I want to go running. Or until you remember to drink all your glasses of water. Or until you cut out that food that's not serving you. It's going to take time. And this is where having that journal is good. Because we had those SMART goals. We've talked about SMART goals in another video. If you didn't check that out, go ahead and check that out now or after this video. And so, okay, well, I'm not going to make the goal of I'm never procrastinating again, right? If I'm a super procrastinator. But I can say, my goal is to only have something that I procrastinated on 5 days this week. So I'm not procrastinating for 2 days. And so it's these little changes. Or I'm not going to go with drinking 8 glasses of water every day. I'm going to start with drinking 6, or drinking 8 glasses of water 4 days a week, something like that. So I have a realistic goal, but then I can track it. And if I'm not doing the goal, if I'm not achieving what I think I'm achieving, and I'm not achieving more of it, so maybe I'm going from 4 glasses of water today to 5. Well, I didn't get the goal of 8, but I'm doing better than 4, right? And now I can revamp and I can say, why am I not at 8? What can I do to get to 8? What can I do to do better? And so I can say, I'm making progress. I see that, and so I'm going to stay on that change train rather than turning around and saying, I'm not succeeding, so I might as well give up, right? And so once I do that, and I have this written down, then those days, we all have those days. I have those days, and my coach talks to me, and I'll be like, I'm having a terrible day, and, I'll just go on all the things, and he's like, yeah, who were you when you started working with me 3 years ago? Remind me, tell me that story. I'll tell you that story later. And then I tell him the story, and he's like, okay, so let's put that in perspective. Where are you today? I'm like, oh yeah, I have changed. I've grown. Lots of things are different, and they're so much better, right? And so when you have those days, go back to your journals. See where you were a month ago, a week ago, a year ago. And then you can say, oh, well, just because I'm still at 7 glasses of water and I wanted to be at 8, I'm much better than I'm being at the 3 glasses of water that I used to be at. And so there's the change. And then you said, I changed from 3 to 7. So I've already done that much work. So how much work is it going to take to get from 7 to 8? Not nearly as much work as I've already done, right? So I can do it. I have the ability to do it. What tools did I have that I used to get there in the first place? And how can I use those tools to keep me going? So using a journal to be accountable is really useful. I also talk to a lot of people about journaling and processing emotions, and they like to burn their journals. So I recommend, if you're one of those people that likes to burn it or throw it away or destroy it, there's lots of really cathartic ways to get rid of those emotions. That's great. And then in that situation, I recommend that you keep 2 journals. You keep a progress journal, and you keep a process journal that you can discard, burn, ceremonially destroy, whatever it is that you want. So you can still do that, but the purpose of the progress journal is to track your progress in your change. And this is something that I do recommend that you keep so you can reflect back on it. So thank you so much for tuning in today, guys. If you need a coach, I would love to help you meet your goals. Check out my website below. Also, if not, I still have a lovely blog. I do a lot of writing. I love to write. So check that out. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. And good luck on achieving your goals and making this world your greatest desire. Have a great day. Bye-bye.